There's a popular concept in the realms of leadership and high achievement which says that in order to be on the pioneering edge of whatever we're doing, that we need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Now, I love this idea, and in the last few weeks, I've had several opportunities to engage with founders and leaders and teams that I work with in quite uncomfortable terrain. And it's left me with some reflections on this whole concept that I feel like might be helpful in demystifying the idea of getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. The first reflection is this, that anytime we step outside of our comfort zone, by its very nature, even if we want to do it, even if we're doing it intentionally, even if we know it's the right thing to do, by the very nature of stepping outside of our comfort zone, it's going to be uncomfortable. So the idea of having it be comfortable is a bit counter, because actually when we hit the edge of what we know based on our past, we are going to be entering into new terrain, and by the very nature of that, there's going to be alarm bells that might go off that start to question our survival in this new arena, and by its very nature, that feels uncomfortable. So the first thing to know is that if we're going to be stepping outside of our comfort zone, it is going to be uncomfortable, and that's actually quite normal. The second thought is that if we are committed to doing something different, something new, something that we haven't done previously on our own, with a team, in sporting or business or life arena, by the very nature of taking on something new, we are going to have the discomfort of stepping out of our comfort zone as part of that journey. So just recognizing that as those alarm bells might come up, as those warning signs of, ooh, this feels unfamiliar might come up, it doesn't actually mean this is wrong. We should run back in the direction of what we know. In fact, it actually means that this could be right. We're actually entering into new territory. So by the very nature of stepping out of our comfort zone, we are giving ourselves a chance at pioneering our own steps on the path of whatever we're doing. Number 3 is that actually it's not black and white. Comfort zone and discomfort, they're not just two extremes. It's actually a broad spectrum with many stops along the way. And if we think about over on this side, total comfort, which might lead to boredom or stagnancy or complacency, that's kind of on this side. And then if we stretch all the way over to the far extreme of discomfort, we get to overwhelm, breakdown, explosion of some description, internally or externally. And as leaders of whatever field that you're in, it's powerful to recognize that there is a whole range of different ways that we can move in the direction of the new, in the direction of the edge of our comfort zone. And it can be a little bit like stepping from the beach out in the direction of the deep blue ocean 2 kilometers out. We don't need to drop from the beach right in necessarily. We can move out through the shallows. We can often take steps. And this leads me to idea number 4, and that is the fact that we can be proactive about building a level of fitness in this realm of discomfort by consciously choosing to come to the edge of our discomfort in certain areas, and then leaning in or stepping outside or stepping beyond, taking a deep breath and seeing what that feels like, looking around, knowing that we're still safe, and then recalibrate and continue moving. And this can show up in our personal life with our relationships or hobbies that we have, or this can show up as a leader or as in the realms of your work or team focus. We can have ways of hitting the edge of what's comfortable and then just encouraging ourselves to nudge or step beyond, and therefore building a level of fitness just outside of what is comfortable. And we're not necessarily going to get comfortable with it, but we're going to start to recognize that that edge, that feeling of slight anxiousness as we move into the new, is a leading indicator that we're moving in the direction that we're committed to. And this brings me to point number 5, the starting place for all of this is to recognize we're not stepping out of our comfort zone just for the sake of being uncomfortable. The whole purpose of moving to the edge of what we know and then going beyond is actually in service of what we're committed to. So a great starting place in all of this is to take the time to become very clear and deliberate around what are you truly committed to in this arena of your life, or with this team, or in this relationship, or in this endeavor. What is your deep, abiding commitment? And let your actions, comfortable and beyond comfort, be in service of that. Let the vision and the central purpose of your commitment be a driving force that pulls you in the direction of your vision and allows you to navigate those edges just at the edge of your comfort zone and beyond.